First half of our show is featured our kids, some of our women, and some of our lower belt adults. And I want to introduce a man in just a minute here with the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. And he's also seen what can happen to kids that don't have something positive to focus on, like the students in our school right here. I'd like to introduce Lieutenant Sam Williams with the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department.
Thank you, Daniel. I'd like to begin by saying on behalf of Sheriff Dan Good, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department, thank you to Ray Rice and for the program that he puts on. I've seen firsthand how discipline and building of character helps our young people. I personally witnessed Ray go through several trials in life. I don't know if Ray remembers this, but about 10 years ago, I drove the fire truck to his karate school when it burnt down. And I've seen how Ray has bounced back from this type of difficulty. Everyone's aware that in the United States we're undergoing a crisis with lack of character and discipline in our young people. And it's this kind of program that we have to look to, also to our parents, our churches, and our schools, if we're going to build the kind of America that we all dream of and that we all need. And I just want to thank Ray for what he's been doing. Now I want to tell you a story that's just going to take a minute or two. It's about two soldiers that were fighting in World War I. There were two brothers. They were both soldiers fighting in World War I. One of them was wounded on the battlefield. His brother begged his commanding officer to let him go out and retrieve his brother who was wounded, laid out in the field. And his commanding officers kept telling him, no, there's no use going out there, he's going to die. There's no use going, just let him stay there. But this brother, second brother, kept insisting that he be let to go out there. So finally the commanding officer agreed. The brother went out, retrieved the wounded soldier's body, and carried it back behind the friendly lines. And just as he crossed the lines, his brother died. His commanding officer told him, you see, there was no use going. I told you it was useless. You risked your life for nothing. And the brother says, no, I didn't. Because you see, when I crawled to him, he looked at me and he said, you know, somehow, Tom, that was his name. He said, Tom, I knew you would come. I just knew you would come. You see, that brother was expecting something noble and giving from his brother. And it's the same way with us here today or tonight. There's people with the St. Jude's Research Center, they're expecting something from us. They're expecting something noble of us and giving of us. In a few minutes, Daniel Wald, a friend of mine, is going to give you an opportunity to buy a board. And I just want you to remember these two brothers that fought for us in World War I, and they gave of themselves, and we're going to ask that you give of yourself. Thank you.